What's up, everybody? Crazy Star Wars Fan 108 here, and I'm back with another video. After doing my my review on Rebels, um, people asked me to talk about the trailer for the following episode coming up here this week, the Trials of the Darksaber. I just watched the one that was in Rebels Recon was really interesting, just based off the fact that it involves telling us lore about the very first Mandalorian that was trained as a Jedi, and that's where the Darksaber comes from. So that's a very interesting piece in itself, and that whole history. So that's cool. I'm not going to talk about it too much here because I think I'll say that more for my review. But then the other preview that shows Kanan training Sabine with the Darksaber was my favorite part, I think. Our favorite trailer we've seen of it so far, because you see her training with the Darksaber, you see Kanan teaching her and instructing her, and he also is kind of like edging at her in an antagonistic way, going like, you don't really want to do this, like you should just give up, like this you're not like into, which I'm like, that's just like taunting her. I found it very cool and interesting, just how they were interacting, and also just, I mean, the way she's fighting. I mean, it's different because Kanan's training her. He's not like, if this was Ezra, he would be talking about calling to rely on the Force to calm yourself and to not allow your anger and your aggressive feelings to take over. But Sabine is, I mean, she fully just gets angry and upset, but it's making her unbalanced. I feel it's also like making her unfocused. And you see that even when she comes and lands on with the Darksaber, she ends up cutting her wrist gauntlet, which also kind of like burns into her a little bit. So that sucks. And Ezra goes to help her, but Fenn Rau, is that who the guy is from whatever that planet is. It's the half-destroyed planet. It's the moon around Mandalore. It's, Concord Dawn, the guy from Concord Dawn. He tells, Ezra, like, no, don't go help her. Like, she has to go through this herself. And it's like, I don't know, looking like it's going to gear up to be a pretty interesting episode. So, I mean, I look forward to seeing what happens. And I think I will look forward to seeing more of that story about the Mandalorians. And I thought, I mean, just, it was a very cool way to illustrate that story. It's a cool history to dive into, because I'm really curious as to what Dave Filoni is working on right now, animation-wise, for Star Wars. Is he working on an Old Republic animated series? Or is he working on an animated series about Luke between 6 and 7? Who knows? But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this little small discussion video, just talking about my thoughts over the previews. You can, thumbs up, thumbs down, which way you feel. I like the likes though, that's fun. Subscribe for more content, and I appreciate all of you guys that have been, following, watching. We're slowly inching towards 100, so that's nice. And yeah, so I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time, guys, may the Force be with you always. Bye.